I remember going here for the open house, open day, where I think the school can be quite intimidating. All these super cool people walking around. And I would like to say that once you're in it, it's not intimidating at all. There's a lot of really friendly and helpful people. And it's a really awesome place to be. So don't get scared by the level of coolness that you see when you first get here.
Studying in Denmark compared to Portugal, everything is different, from the scheduling, from the way tutoring works, the way classes are structured. Everything about the course is completely different. While here you have a lot more autonomy to define your own projects as well as designing or preparing your own schedule, your own working schedule. Whilst back in Portugal, back home, everything was kind of strict and it was not very flexible, while here in Copenhagen things work a lot more fluidly. Scandinavia in general is quite different from Southern Europe. Everything is a lot more relaxed. The cities don't feel as big, so even though we're living in a capital, it feels more relaxed, it feels more easygoing. You don't feel stressed at all. That's one of the things that I really feel coming here, is that life is not stressful. Everything is very, easygoing. And I really appreciate it, because it gives you a lot of time to think about yourself and work on yourself, instead of having to be always running from point A to point B.
What I dream about in my future, I don't think I have a specific image in mind, but just to be happy with what I'm doing. I think I would like to work in different fields, like definitely graphic design, but it doesn't really matter where, as long as I feel like it's a place where I can learn and grow as a graphic designer. And also location-wise, I'm not very specified. It could be in Copenhagen, I would like that, but I could also see myself moving to Amsterdam or Berlin. First of all, I really think the size of our class and the class itself, I think it's a good vibe how we kind of go through the projects together, and even though everyone is working on their own things, we kind of always in a group and can rely on each other. Second of all, I think the location here is amazing. It's just right by the water. Whenever you feel a bit foggy in your head, you can just go out and look on the water, but you're still very close to the city center, so you're kind of isolated but not. I really like that.
Coming back to school was a big step for me. I graduated 5 years ago, and I've been working very hard out there in the real world for a long time. And I felt like I needed to go back to a place where I can explore, to go back to play in a sandbox and try new things and maybe acquire new techniques, or to see new points of view. And this is why I'm very happy to be here. I think that it gave me a lot of opportunities to go out of my comfort zone and go to uncharted territories and see what will happen. I miss my family quite a lot. We're very close. I talk to them every day on the phone. Yeah, I'm gonna see them next week, so it's kind of like giving me strength to go through the presentations and the final exams.
The vision for all our programs is to create the change that is needed in the world. I mean, we live in a world where we are surrounded by images, words, increasingly amount of visual impact on our sensory system. To some extent, design is also part of the problem here, But our vision is also to move visual design in all its breadth, be it from the graphical design to games, to interaction design, into a realm where we can actually sort of take responsibility for the amount of time we use people's eyes and minds, and to also sort of be critical towards what this sort of powerful tool can do, and where we can use it to actually create the change that is needed. But this tool has to be dealt with in a more responsible way.
We need to rethink the role of the visual communicator as a servant of the industry. We need to allow ourselves to be more critical and creative in the solutions and proposals we provide in order to make a more sustainable development. A great example of a visual communication design that is successful is actually the UN Development Goals. The goals are originally a quite abstract set of thoughts and ideas on how to improve the world. And through a strong and striking visual communication, they are communicated to everybody. Through a very simple set of icons, a striking set of colors, it is communicated to everybody, rich and poor, high and low, what the goals are about and how to work with them. And that is basically what visual communication is capable of. The ideal student for us is somebody who has a direction within visual communication and who are willing to put the effort and energy into becoming a professional. Our program is intended to facilitate all directions within visual communication. So it's extremely important what the student brings to the table. We can professionalize them within their chosen direction, but it's equally important that they bring some energy and desire to fuel that process.